Alrighty, so yeah, as Jonathan mentioned, you guys are all on mute. We're going to just roll through this presentation. I'm going to cover all the questions at the end, and let's get right into it. So it's a shareholder presentation, but as I mentioned, this is really open to the public. So it's more than, this isn't just for shareholders, this is for everybody. And we're going to make this available on our YouTube channel after the call, so you can share it, record it, look at it later, whatever you want to do with it. Of course, we're going to talk about have a lot of forward-looking statements in this presentation. So that is exactly what they are. It does not mean that they're guaranteed by us. We have this, forward-looking statement, safe harbor agreement in here. So, a lot of these statements that I'm making are based on assumptions and estimates by myself and the company. So, that doesn't mean that they're fact and 100% always going to come true. So this is all about our plans and what we're building. But of course, doesn't mean, things can happen. So always have to kind of have that in there. What are we going to cover? We're going to cover the company progress, 2021 in review, like I mentioned, really the state of small business. And that's some questions that we actually got. It was a common question of, what happens with the Fed rates and the economy and COVID and other things. So we'll cover that as well. Version 3.0 of our software, the one big thing, as I mentioned, definitely want to hang on for that. And then our long-term strategy going forward. So 2021 in review, what an exciting year. So right in January, we launched, a 2.0 version of our software, really focused on growing the software, getting conversions and, taking the amazing, progress that we made in 2020. We really proved out demand for our product. And so it was all about conversion. And then we also launched a new product called Scout, where is all about taking these free subscribers and upgrading them into paid plans. Well, at the same time, we are expanding our sales channels and really our reseller channels. And that all led to a big contract we won with Elevate Advisors Group, which is this last point right here. Well, that was amazing. And that really shifted everything. So one of the big things, and if you even wanted to dig deep into SEC records and look at our Regulation A that we filed back in early 2020, you could see our financial plans. We had no plans on being profitable in 2021. But with this contract that we won with Elevate, we had amazing success together. And we were marketing to entrepreneurs and small businesses for a shared product solution to them. And it absolutely took off. So, we acquired over 18,000 small business clients for them. And, this took our revenues way ahead of where we were scheduled. So that shifted a lot of things. Obviously we'll take profitability immediately any day of the week, but that was just amazing. So, if you saw our previous announcements about our crazy quarter-over-quarter growth, it was really from that contract and us working together to acquire the same target audience that we have, which is the small business owner, it's the entrepreneur. And that was amazing. At the same time, in February and April, we were able to hit over $1 million in friends and family raised. We cleared out our debt. We have a really strong balance sheet. And then, that revenue, we kicked off that contract that we won with Elevate in early February, and it just took off all the way through July and August. So we have not posted our annual financials yet, but the ending of that project will be reflected in the fourth quarter. Those will be posted November 30th of this year, which will include the fourth quarter and the whole entire fiscal year, which our fiscal years end in August. So that was a bunch of great success. And, it accelerated a lot of things, which brings me to kind of September, November here. We really were able to build new product features that really are focused on solving the problems for these small business customers, which the number one problem we're always focused on is helping them get more customers and doing it in a very, inexpensive way. We were also able to really grow the team in key roles around products and sales and product development, really software development. That was huge. Again, we had such success with our revenue growth, but then also our fundraising that we were able to really build a strong team. And if you know startups or companies in early stages, we're really past kind of startup phase for companies in early phases. What's the most important thing? It's that team. And it's more than just myself and Jonathan. It's our entire executive and management team and down. We just have built a really, really strong team. And, we're excited. we're just doing great things, and the future is amazing looking for us right now. And it's all attributed to the early success in 2021. So we are always focused on our advertising, and that has really improved in the last few months as well. So our acquisition cost is driving down weekly. We're increasing our ad spend, and at the same time of us increasing our ad spend, our total acquisition cost is going down. So really our conversion numbers are right where they want to be, if not really close, and which is really setting up 2022 to be another great year for us. So we're scaling our solutions, we're scaling advertising. The one thing with this big project that we won with Elevate, quite honestly, we did take our not our eye off the ball, but we shifted a lot of resources to go get that contract and to really execute. And it was so successful, we had to really shift a lot of resources in our company to really make that successful. It needed a lot of attention. So it was a bit of a risk because we had to, probably, spend less time and effort and development on our core features and our core products to really execute on that project, but it was a big win. So it was a win. We're way ahead of schedule in several different areas, but now it's back to, okay, let's get back to our core features, our core products. We just released version 3.0 of our software. So that's a part of that project. As the Elevate project closed, we shifted back to our core. Now we're really set up for 2022. Back to focusing on monthly recurring growth. We are in the middle of an audit right now. So I know people asked for an update on that. We're in the trenches. So we're less than 30 days out, but the plan is when our annual financials are due, which is November 30th, is to be fully audited by then. So then we'll file with the SEC. And then from that point, they have 60 days to review. Could be a little bit longer depending on if they have questions and things like that for us. But really the plan is, to be uplisted to OTCQB within 90 days after November 30th. We're going to continue to develop our product. We have new products coming out. So just keep watching us because all kinds of exciting things are in the pipeline. One thing we're going to, talk about the big thing at the end, which I mentioned, and we have a lot of reseller partner growth. So with that Elevate agreement, it wasn't just us and Elevate. There were a lot of resellers to get as much traffic as we had, tens of thousands of small businesses, over 100,000 small businesses reached. And so the only way we did that wasn't just through our advertising, but it was a lot of resellers. We still have that network. So now that we've scaled up our solutions, our own products, and this new announcement I'm going to talk about here, that's all coming together. So how are we going to grow that? Well, it's not only through our advertising and pay-per-click and social media, but it's also through these resellers and partner growth. So we were really set up nicely for 2022 to really, meet, or exceed expectations that we had in 2021. Frozen here. There we go. What were the big things? Early in 2021, we released version 2.0. Like I mentioned, I already kind of gave one thing away. We just released version 3.0. We got the Reg A get approved. We have funded 4 million out of the 5. What are those funds used in that Reg A? You're looking at it. So without those funds, we wouldn't have been able to get this profitability. We were spending, hundreds of thousands of dollars a month in advertising, to make that project with Elevate Advisors Group work. And without that Reg A funding, we wouldn't have been able to do it. So I know a lot of people are like, oh man, they get frustrated that we're issuing shares, but that's exactly why we got the Reg A in the first place. We needed to get the Reg A so that we had the financing available to take advantage of growth opportunities, and it worked. And we're going to do that again in 2022. The Reg A is coming to a close, but we have plenty of cash stacked up. And so, now going forward, we're not going to have to really need another Reg A type medium for that growth. We're going to be able to fund our growth ourselves, which is really exciting. Elevate Advisors Group was a great partner this year. They continue to be a great partner. They stepped up in several ways, and we have all kinds of great projects coming from them. I'm going to announce one at the end of this call, and then we have other things in the hopper with them as well. So we're excited about them. They've been great to us, and we've been great to them too. So as I mentioned, the talent that we've really grown. We relaunched our website, and then the big piece to the website and version 3 is we've really added the infrastructure needed, which I'm going to discuss here in a little bit. So I did get some questions about this. What's the state of the small business, the Fed rate? And so I'm just, we're always very transparent about what's going on. So optimism in the economy is slipping for business owners. Over 35% of owners report supply chain disruptions. We're all seeing this in the news. People are freaking out about getting their products in time for the holidays. So, they're worried about it. 51% of all owners reported unfilled job openings in September. We've also heard from the media, they're calling it like the great resignation, because a lot of people are leaving their job, but people are leaving their job and they're starting new businesses, which is great for us. Our tool is great for businesses just starting that want to get to the next level. Inflation is squeezing profits as well. We know this is going on. So, there's some things to be, thinking about with the small business economy. But at the same time, there were 4.3 million new business applications in 2020. That was a huge increase from previous years. Vaccination rates led to positive correlation with sales. And the biggest point I want to make here is at the bottom, because this is what we're seeing. SMBs reporting higher sales in the past 30 days, 16% in May, 28% in July. Of the businesses that really came out of COVID and did the right things, we're hearing so many stories of businesses that have way more customers and revenue than they did pre-COVID. The ones that really survived did things during COVID to improve their business. They improved their website, they improved their brand. They did other things to really connect with their customers and grow that. And then, there was a lot of business closures during COVID, but that kind of helped the ones that made it get even better. And we're seeing that. So we're coming out of it and we're seeing, we're really focused on the ones that are headed in the right direction, which is bringing me to this slide. What did we see, or what are we seeing right now? The winners at post-COVID, kind of, even though COVID's still obviously a big part of our lives, but service area businesses crushed it during COVID. They're crushing it afterwards. The health, beauty, fitness industries crushing it. Leisure and construction. The best thing about this is these top two, the service area business and health, fitness, and beauty, are two of our top target markets in our advertising campaigns and everything that we're doing. So as they're succeeding, we're succeeding, and we don't see an end to that. The strugglers are on the right. So retail and restaurants is still struggling. We're seeing that. It's coming around, but luckily that's not our top target market. Our tools really work best for these top two bullets in the winners column. So which is nice. So I'm going to show you guys version 3 of our software, which I mentioned when we just launched. So here you go. This is a new subscriber that just came in a day ago. A day spa place in Houston, Texas. And so this is a huge shift to our tool. The biggest thing we wanted to accomplish that we saw from our software version prior to this was it looked like even though the value was there and we were delivering a lot of great information to the business owner, we were hiding a lot of things that now, frankly, we're just showing the business owner exactly what they need to see. What's going on in the business? What can they do to fix it? And then we're telling them exactly how to fix it. These action plans are based on our algorithm customized to each business. So this med spa, we run all the data about this med spa, and then based on that data, it hits our algorithm, and then we can see issues that are affecting their business. Their mobile website is loading slowly and losing leads. Bam, that's the number one thing that is probably preventing these guys from getting new business online. So that's a problem. This is the number one. Our algorithm said that, and then here we go. Here's how to fix it. So this action plan fix it. The biggest thing is we really wanted the business owners to be very obvious that this was a tool for them. So and so we restructured that. We're getting a lot of great feedback. The algorithm is improved. The look and feel is improved. There is a bunch of great data here, and it's just it's a huge improvement to where we are. Not only that, but the infrastructure is very robust. It's built to scale. As we did that project in 2021 and hit hundreds of thousands of small businesses, we saw where we're going with our software. We saw the potential of the growth and the number of small businesses we're going to be adding to our platform. So while we wanted to give this a refreshed look, we also needed to really beef up the infrastructure to be able to take that kind of volume. So we've done that. It's accomplished. It's launched. There's still a bunch of tweaks and improvements that we're making currently, but overall, we're very, very happy and excited about where we're going with our software. Get back to the Prezzo here. Here's the difference in the look. As you can see here, it kind of looked like a landing page, or like we're really trying to sell them all the time, as opposed to this is really a tool built for the business owner. So where we're going with this look and the feel in our software is to really be that tool for every small business. It's not just, tracking your score and how you're improving, but, all the different tools that, have to do with advertising and acquiring new customers are there. And then as we add new products, they're all going to be very simple. Here, the business owner can go in there, see how these products may affect their business. It's just it's a huge upgrade for us. It's a daily tool that really small businesses should be using. They have way more access to data that we were kind of hiding before. Now we're just showing them exactly what they need to see. We've gotten the feedback from the small businesses. We listened and we reacted, and we're showing them what they want to see. And then, like I mentioned, we're identifying the problems that may be holding a business back from getting more customers. And then we're recommending action plans. Those are those cards right on that home screen that I showed you that fix those problems. So our algorithm is getting really, really smart along the way. The infrastructure is improved, more scalable, and increased reliability. So I mentioned those things already. So the one big thing, so some people have seen our press releases around this, but the two biggest problems, and we've always known that this problem was out there for small businesses, which is a lack of cash. Our tool focuses on getting more customers. For us, what's the number two problem? Lack of cash. 29% of small businesses fail because they run out of capital. 77% of small business owners who apply for a loan from a big bank get rejected. 57% of small business loan applicants sought $100,000 or less. So come enter Business Warrior funding. So I'll tell you guys a little story. So like my pest control guy, he was just here the other day and I was talking to him about this new product we have coming. So we're launching this in mid-November, and this is huge. So, if you're a small business owner like this guy, pest control, and he's the owner operator, he's super slammed. It's getting 1 to 4 new customers a week. It's making about 25 grand a month right now. He's doing very well. He is not keeping up with his books. He runs all of his personal finances out of his bank account that is intertwined with his business finances. When he goes to a big bank like Wells Fargo, B of A or something, those are a lot of features that, and he's only been in business about 1.5 years. Those are features that a big bank doesn't like. They want you to be in business, 2-3+ years. They want to have kind of your business and personal financials completely separate. So when they look at your bank account, it's very clear what's the bank's cash flow. Show me your profit and loss. Show me your balance sheet. He doesn't have those things. He's growing at such a clip. He can't stop and work on those things, not at the stage he's in. And he's been in business 1.5 years. He doesn't have a lot of business credit built up. He may not even be focusing on his personal credit right now because he's so slammed at business. So who knows if he's paying his personal bills on time and his personal credit score is tanking. That to me is a great business, headed in a great direction, has cash flow, is profitable, but to a big bank doesn't fit their guidelines. So what are his options? Well, traditionally his options have been trying to catch up and get all his accounting and bookkeeping done and caught up, and then submit to that bank and cross your fingers and hope you get approved, which is pretty realistic. And they all know that, so they don't waste their time doing it. So what's been their other option? It's been going to, cash advance companies or these loan companies, and they charge 40+%, as high as, 60, 70%. They force these guys to pay back these loans in less than 12 months, a lot of them in 6 or 9 months. So that is just, to me, it's almost predatory lending. And so what's in between? Does he, as the pest control guy who's doing really well, he doesn't want to go and take a loan for 60+%. and he can't go to the bank. So he's like, you know what? I'm just going to slowly grow and I'm not going to take any money, even though I really need to hire more people. I probably need to get another truck. He could do that right now, but he doesn't have enough cash flow to do that. Boom, Business Warrior Funding. He is a perfect candidate for us, which matches our target audience, which we've been marketing through the last 2 years. These service area businesses are killing it. They need cash to grow. He's a perfect example. Him hiring one person, he could go from 25 grand a month to 50 grand a month in a matter of months, but he just needs the cash to be able to comfortably hire somebody, bring on a salary, and probably bring on additional expenses like paying for his truck and equipment and everything else. So there's been a big gap in the market for years. What is in between that nice dream loan that I don't know of any business ever getting from a bank that could be less than 10%? And then these, cash advances or other things you see advertising on that are, 40+%. What's in the middle? Well, we are. So when you ask us about the rates, depending on the qualifications of the business, our rates are going to be, anywhere from 12 to 25%. And what is that based on? We're looking at a lot of different things, non-traditional than like the FICO and business credit and those things. Are those factors? Yes, but we're really looking at what is driving this business to show us that they can pay their business bills. That guy can pay his bills. So we're looking at, using our data in the Business Warrior software. So looking at social media and reputation and business listings, are they really, does it look like traffic is increasing on the website? All those features that our Business Warrior software looks at, and then we intertwine that into other cash projections and things. We're really looking for those small businesses that don't fit the traditional box of a bank, but will really succeed and take their business to the next level with some cash. And so we're launching that in mid-November. Quite honestly, the platform is live now. It's in beta. So we're only taking friends and family loans right now. We're working out the kinks, making sure everything's smooth. We can handle the volume when we announce it. And then as soon as that's done, be on the lookout. We're going to do a press release, and we're going to be opening it up to the public. And that's going to be huge for us for the end of the year, and then also just going into next year. What does that product offering do? Well, we're gonna be chopping at those cash advance companies that are 40-60% interest rates. Our approval times, we've built a really smart system to automate a lot of things so that we can approve a file in under 48 hours. Hopefully, and under immediately on good, great looking businesses. Really getting away from the constant rejection people get from the SBA and banks. And we're going to be able to fund loans in days versus weeks or months. So that's just, it's an amazing product and really filling a gap in the marketplace. So we just launched 3.0. We're working through kinks there, but it's amazing. And really just built for the future for us, for future growth. And then this funding product, which is in beta now, but you guys can't see it because we just are putting through some test loans. And so be on the lookout in mid-November for that announcement. So long term, where are we going? Well, as you can see, I want to paint a little picture for you guys, but as you see this loan product and our core software product coming together. Now, the upgrade features on our core product is the whole idea is we identify problems that is preventing a business from getting more new customers. And then we offer solutions for them to fix it. Either they can fix it themselves, or they can, they trust us by us being transparent and telling them the problem for us to fix it for them. And we have marketing packages. So long term, you can see how amazing would it be if you're a small business owner and you're in our software and you reach a point where you fixed everything in your business and you're advertising, and bam, wow, I'm seeing return on investment on my advertising campaigns, but I only have, a few $100 a month to really spend, but I'm getting my return in 3 months on this advertising. Man, if I just had some more cash, I would really like to grow my business and take it to the next level. Instead of spending a few $100 on advertising, I'd love to spend, $2,000-$3,000 a month in advertising. Enter the Business Warrior funding. So not only are we looking for the businesses that are, ready to grow and take their business to the next level, but when you tie it in with our software and our marketing solutions, and you look at a business, when they're seeing a return on investment, we would love to give them more money. Who wouldn't want to loan a business money that's seeing a return on investment in 3 months? That means they're going to be easily pay back their loans. So that's where we're headed with the product. It's not intertwined like that today, but that's where we're going. And so when you really look at these products long-term, it's solving a big problem for the small businesses. It's going to really help them grow. And it's really nice for us because it's a low risk product. It's a low risk loan that we're doing when you can see that much data on a business, how they're doing. And if we know they're getting ROI and they know they're getting ROI, then who wouldn't want to, really accelerate that growth? Well, I know I would as a business owner. So, and all in all, this is really us just building this giant ecosystem for small businesses. We want to really be the source for small businesses to grow, identify problems that's holding them back from more customers, which should lead to growth, upgrade to ad marketing campaigns through us. And when you need money to grow and take your business to the next level, we have it. So that's where we're going. Now I am going to kick it over to some questions, and I'm just going to share this sheet and be really transparent about the questions. So status of the audit and our earnings. So like I mentioned earlier, we are in the middle of the audit. The expectation is to be complete with that by November 30th. And then we will announce that. If for some reason the audit gets delayed or have any hiccups, we will still announce our annual earnings on November 30th. They just might be unaudited, but right now we are on track for that. What's next for company shareholder values? Obviously everything that we're doing. So I can't predict, what the stock price is going to be or anything like that, but I can just share, what our plans are, and hopefully the market reacts positively like it has in the past. How is Business Warrior proactively seeking customers and closing on new business? What are your channels for advertising? Right now we're advertising on Google pay-per-click, display, social media, remarketing on social media and Google, YouTube, and LinkedIn soon. And then in 2022, we'll most likely be adding some tests and see how it'll scale through Hulu and possibly some billboards. And always our partner and reseller channels as well. What are Business Warrior strengths and weaknesses, and what actions are underway or planned to build and take market share in this saturated space? We have a huge network. It's already there. We're not worried about it. It's just a matter of getting product out there and in front of the right business owners. And really our strengths and weaknesses, as I mentioned on that one slide, really the service area businesses are a great fit for us, and the health, beauty, and fitness industry, they're killing it. Our product works really well for them, for both our core product, and also those are also the businesses that are ready to take their business to the next level right now. So they should need some growth capital, which we have with our new funding solution. So that's definitely our strength right now. Does Business Warrior have any case studies showing their customer successes? We do. We just upgraded our website, so that's part of our to-do list, is to also show our case studies. So that'll be coming soon as well. Is there a reverse stock split planned in order to get onto the larger exchange? Look, a reverse stock split is always, one of those tools that you can pull to speed things up like that. It's not in our current plans. It doesn't mean it may not be later, but no, we're just focused on our fundamentals right now. And right now, focus on the fundamentals, focus on executing our plan, finish the audit, uplist to QB, and that's it right now. So it doesn't mean, of course, we plan on going from QB to a higher exchange like the NASDAQ. So that is, the long-term strategy. But, right now we have the plan for the next 12 months, and that's what we're focused on. Our interest rates, payments, payment timeline on new Business Warrior lending. Again, it's going to be in between 12 and 25%. And most of the loans will be 12 to 24 months payback periods. Answer that. Yeah. Outside of the pending auditing completion and potential QB uplist, what major milestones or benchmarks do you project the company to meet in fiscal year 2022? Projections, would you be able to share your business plan for year 2022? So once our annual audit is done, we're going to do an annual shareholder call, and I will update everybody on our plans for 2022 and do a deeper dive into that. And quite honestly, like I mentioned in the beginning of the call, we weren't planning on being this far ahead of schedule. So our plans for 21 and 22 have shifted because we've crushed our revenue goals. We've crushed our profitability goals. We're way ahead of where we thought the team that we were building is going to be. So, we've made adjustments and we are rocking and rolling, but, it was a big shift. We've leaped forward, miles and miles ahead of where we thought we were going to be. So I'll share more details on the 2022 plans when we do that annual shareholder call after our annual audit is complete. How does the company see the current economic situation? Potential lower growth and Fed might tighten rates. Higher rates could affect the company via higher cost of debt. Also, small business lenders might be affected. How does the company look at changing the environment, and would this affect company growth? This question I love to answer. This is super exciting. We have a proprietary way, a little secret sauce in how we've been able to get the capital to loan to small businesses. And that secret sauce is, we're not ready to make that public because we're going to scale up this funding solution. We haven't even launched it yet, but that secret sauce means that these factors in this question should not affect us, is the simplest way I can put it. So it actually, as those things like, what the Fed might do to raise rates and things like that, that will affect our competitors greatly. But for what we've put together, it won't. So that should just help us, acquire market share if that happens. So at a later date, we might share that secret sauce, but not right now. We gotta get the platform launched officially first. So company current and future projects, I think I've covered that. When is the next quarterly reports coming out? Mentioned that, November 30th. Please address the change in share structure and the outstanding share amount. Again, obviously, we took $4 million out of our $5 million on the Reg A. So everybody saw that, but it worked. And we turned that into crazy profits and really leaped us forward. So that's what most people are seeing. And we also, raised, like I said, over $1 million from friends and family. So people saw that effect in the shares. But a lot of that is restricted as well. What is your growth potential? Insane. So that one is huge. Again, we'll go into more 2022 projections and revenue and planning in that annual call. Are you marketing your product to digital marketing agencies? We are not right now. That is part of the future, but right now we do have a great reseller network that we are part of and some partners, and we're focused on that and our direct to business advertising marketing campaigns. But that should be a part of our, digital marketing agencies, could be a part of the plans in 2022, but we are not doing that at this time. So before I end this call, I'm just going to end this on a little video that we did on our funding product, which after this will be the end of the call. And this should explain that funding product a little bit more detail than I did earlier. So here you go.
It's 2014. Business Warrior has been focused on helping small businesses succeed by improving their online presence and getting more customers. During that time, we've learned that while most small business owners are ridiculously good at what they do, the challenges of running a business, combined with the rising costs of supplies, payroll, and other resources, means the odds are stacked against you when it comes to staying open or financing your growth. In fact, 20% of business startups fail within their first year, and nearly half of new businesses have to shut down operations by year 5. While getting customers is important to your success, the real key to growing your business and giving yourself a better chance at success is by having cash. However, even if your business is making money, banks will reject you because of something they don't like about your past, such as having poor personal credit, unorganized financials, or a lack of business credit. That's why we're changing the small business lending game for good with Business Warrior funding. The days of being rejected by your bank or being stuck with insanely high interest rates are all behind you. Business Warrior funding is focused on your future, not holding you to your past. Business Warrior funding allows small business owners to take control of their business and their budget with lower interest rates, longer payback periods, and higher approval rates than banks or traditional lenders. Qualified applicants can receive a loan from $5,000 to $50,000 with interest rates less than 20%. If you're approved, you'll receive funding in just 3 to 5 days. Applying is simple and free. You'll just need your name, address, and ID to receive your loan decision. No application fee, no back and forth with the banks, no sky-high interest rates. Apply today and unleash the full potential of your business with Business Warrior funding.
That's it. Be looking out in mid-November. But thanks for joining today, guys. We're excited about what we've got going. I hope you guys are too. So until next time on the annual shareholder call, be on the lookout. Thanks.